Yo, how everybody doing out there? It's your boy JW3, aka J Corleone, and I just want to thank you for tuning into and listening to ClothTalk. Yes, yes. Today, I wanted to talk to my people and to the world about the protests that happened this week and about the plan that I feel should happen in the upcoming future. So let's get to it. So it was protest this week, and it was about the killing of George Floyd, the killing of Breonna Taylor, the killing of Ahmaud Arbery, the killing of Sandra Bland, the killing of our ancestors. This was a fight back and a protest of we need people to hear us that ain't trying to hear us. We tired of always turning the other cheek and saying, okay, we shall overcome. We kumbaya. People tired of just hearing the lip service of, okay, America is gonna change. A lot of people tired of that. So a lot of anger and frustration was shown this weekend. But I don't want the anger and the looting to take away from the actual protest that's going on. It's people out there that's protesting, and there's people out there actually with a plan and that wants to talk. But they're being overshadowed and overlooked by the people that's looting the stores, people that's burning down the businesses. Now, a lot of people saying, burn them businesses down, burn that down. But them is also corporations, and you taking away from people jobs as well. A lot of people come work because of the pandemic that was going on. So now if you take away them small businesses, you literally crippling the economy. And some people you crippling their pockets. A lot of people can't even start work because of the stuff that's going on right now that already got jobs. So let's be mindful of other people and their families as well. This is a real issue. This is a real issue. So let's respect the issue at hand. The issue that we have at hand is cops killing unarmed people. So my plan is this. If a cop kills an unarmed black person, kills an unarmed white person, an unarmed gay person, an unarmed Chinese person, an unarmed anybody, unarmed Puerto Rican person, unarmed Mexican person, mandatory life sentence in prison. This will hold the cops accountable, and this will separate the good cops that protect and honor the badge rather from the ones that's just got this badge to be on a power trip. Let's separate the two. This is gonna make them want to do their jobs. This is gonna make them want to step up and actually not use force and not kill us. This is what we need to bring to the table, I feel. And this is gonna be the only way I feel that can stop the cops from killing us. Because if they can just kill people and go home scot-free and go home on paid leave, then what is this proving? That mean that they can just basically just take a life away and go home to their families? No. You need to have a life for a life. So if you're willing to take this life away, you're okay. You're going to prison for life. And not guarantee. I'm not going to say that all killings is going to stop of unarmed people. But that's going to make that racist cop think in the back of their mind, damn, do I really want to spend the rest of my life in prison? I'm just throwing that as a thought out there. Let me know in the comment section or in my inbox if if that's an idea. But I feel like that's gonna be the only way to hold the bad cops and the good cops accountable. They already go through the training. They already go through the proper training to becoming a cop. So now they need to have the pressure of becoming what comes with the badge of protecting and serving. If you can't do your job without killing somebody, then you don't deserve to be a cop. You don't. And it's time to hold them accountable. Not everybody in the police force is bad, because if it was, this world would be even more fucked up. But it's crazy because I'm arguing about the same, not even arguing, I'm going through the same situation my granddad went through, my father went through, my great grandfather went through. So it's not just emotion and me just blowing smoke out my ass. It's not. This is real life that we dealing with right here. And it needs to be handled accordingly. And we need leadership. We don't need revolutionaries on the internet making hashtags. I'm tired of saying Black Lives Matter. I'm tired of saying I can't breathe. And I'm not saying nothing like, to downplay that, but I'm just saying I'm tired of saying it. I want action now. I want action. I'm tired of just being riled up about something. We get the hashtags going, we get the movement, and then the next week, we just worrying about something else. It's just, everything is just trendy. Everything is trendy. We not focusing in and honing in on nothing. It's just, okay, we worried about this now. We worried about this now. Let's just focus in. So that's what I want to say. I don't want this to become a social media movement. Social media is the best thing on earth right now because it can literally connect us with the world. But let's use it to connect in the right way. Hashtags is not going to solve the answer. It's not. Post about what you've been through is not going to solve it. You know what's going to solve it? Coming up with a plan of what you want to do. Coming up with a plan of what you think should be done. Coming up with ideas. We also need to get the stigma of, if you black and you a cop, you a op, you a coon, you work for 12. Because that job that great black man won't pick up because he don't want to be looked at as wrong, that racist cop is picking up and they picking that up because they feel like they need to be on a power trip. So let's eliminate that stigma of being a cop as a black man. Let's eliminate that. Let's honor that because we need black judges. We need black defense attorneys, black lawyers, black probation officers, black firefighters, black everything. Black everything. Let's just stop detracting from what's really the problem. We need people in those positions of power to affect change. And we've been making steps there, positive steps there. Let's elect the right officials. Let's do these things. Let's fix our community. Let's have community engagement. Let's come together. There's ways that we can skin a cat, but first we need a plan. So that was my plan for unarmed. If a cop kills an unarmed person, mandatory life sentence for that cop. And if that force or that unit just has a habit of doing that, then it'll be time to take away money. Maybe the police force shouldn't get paid for a month or two if they're being racially racist. That's the only way stuff is gonna change. We can't just keep feeding the bad people steaks, the bad people lobsters. We can't keep feeding them and not holding them accountable. If they want us to be held accountable and they want us as a society to listen, then they have to protect and they have to serve and they have to honor the badge of the people. And they have to step up and they have to be held accountable for their actions. It's time to hold them accountable. It's no more time for them paid leaves. Them paid leaves is only leaving dead people in the street. More dead people in the street. It's not solving anything. So let's do that. Also, let's invest in community. Let's invest in our community. We don't have to burn down these corporations to prove a point. You know how we can prove a point? Let's invest in these small businesses. That same $80 shirt that you was go buy at the mall, buy that $80 shirt off that small business. Don't be like, damn, that's $80 for that. But yet, if you went to that corporation, you would love to pay that $80. So let's change that mind state. Let's invest in ourselves if we want to see the proper growth of ourselves. This is for the generation of now and the generation of tomorrow that's coming after us. We need people with diplomatic mindsets and ideas. We don't need emotional social media revolutionaries. We more than a hashtag. We more than a challenge. We more than that. We chosen. We chosen. And it's time to act chosen. It's time to stand up. And it's time to unite and have a steady, firm grip on what we want to do. It's no more time for talking and hashtags. It's no more time for that. The uprising starts when we form a plan, when we want to grow our own foods. This pandemic showed us, a whole pandemic can happen and these stores can close. But damn, what if the grocery stores shut down? What if the grocery stores, God forbid, get the coronavirus? Then what? We need to learn how to grow our own foods. We need to learn that, because if all fails, we have ourselves. But we need to know ourselves. We need that. Let's grow our own foods. Invest in small businesses. Now, people also like to say the famous, I can't be an entrepreneur. Not everybody can be an entrepreneur. That is a fact. Yes, you need workers like you need bosses. But you can be a worker and have a boss mentality. You can know what that business is. You can know ways of becoming a boss. Learn financial independence. Learn multiple streams of income, residual income. You need more than one income in life if you want to maintain a great life. Now, if you just, everybody got their own different way how they want to live. So I'm not going to pass judgment on the next man or next woman. But for me, I need multiple streams of income in my life. I need residual income in my life. I need that. I want that. And I'm going to strive to get that. So let's all strive to get that. And if you don't want that, that's fine. But if you want justice, peace, and equality, then we still on the same page. We don't have to agree with everything, but let's agree with the plan of something, people. It's too many forces right now in our race that we fight. We got, religious people versus gay people. We got light skins versus dark skins. We got people saying, what about black on black crime? We got, it's just so much going on within ourselves that we distract our own selves. We got, black men versus black women resenting each other. It's so much going on within us as a culture. We can't even focus on the agenda of what we want to do, because we literally distract our own self with bullshit that don't matter, that don't mean nothing. Yes, it's there, but let's focus on the major issue right now. Let's focus on the issues that we can change with laws, that we can change with putting the people in positions of power. Let's focus on what we can do to change ourselves. That's what it's about. It's no more time for just hashtags and posts. It's time for results. It's time for a plan. And for my black man, my black woman, I love you. My white my white people that's fighting for us, that's on the good side of of everything that we of equality. White people, Caucasians, if you want to use the politically correct, but this cloth talk. Thank you for standing with us. Puerto Ricans, thank you for standing with us. Mexicans, thank you for standing with us. Arabs, thank you for standing with us. All hands have been on deck. Thank you. Thank you for every community, sexuality, creed that's standing with us. Thank you. We need that. But now, let's come together with the plan. Let's have those conversations. It's time for those conversations to start happening. And this is what I do. I challenge you. If anybody that's listening to this, be like, what's three things that we can do, or three laws that we feel that we need, that we should put in, that should be enacted to protect us and protect our future. Let's do that. Let's focus on that. Let's focus on the results. Let's focus on what we can do and where we going as a society. Right now, we can't depend on those celebrities to help us. This is proven. A lot, and this is what and a lot of people disappointed by their favorite celebrities, because a lot of celebrities will make conscious posts, wokey woke posts, but then when it's actually time to make a plan, when it's actually time to do something, oh, I'ma just make a hashtag, or better yet, and I ain't even gonna say nothing at all. So this is proof to you, celebrities, a lot of them, they PR stunt. A lot of them just woke and they conscious because it's the cool thing to do. It's cool. They want to be down, but they not down for us. And that's the equivalent of those people that's just looting stores, but they don't have no type of woke bone. They don't have no skin in the game. They just doing it just to cause ruckus. And it's taken away from the movement of the people that's actually out here fighting, for the people that's talking, for the people that want good for society, for great for society. It's taken away. It's time for the plan. I respect that we have action and we got people on the front line willing to fight. But now we need people on the front line that's willing to create as well. And that's what every strong unit got. That's at least what I see. They got the fighters and they got the creators. But the creators are the leaders, not the fighters. That's the difference. So let's create. Let's create a system and a plan in a way that help us. We can fight all day long, but the problem is still go be there. It's still go be there. No matter how long we fight, no matter how many buildings burn down, no matter how many times you throw bottles and smoke bombs and all that. The problem is still gonna exist because the laws are still in place. Everything is still in place. It's time now to change those laws. Change those people that's been sitting there for years with that mindset. And it's time to put people in office that love, that want unity, that wants equality, that wants justice, that wants peace, that wants the best for everybody. It's time. I thank you for listening to. And I thank you for tuning into Cloth Talk. I'm out. Be safe. You know what it is. Cloth.